Hey guys, Cameron with Your Homes here, and I just wanted to do a quick little tutorial video on how to operate the Hunter irrigation system. So first thing we need to do obviously is make sure that we have power to the system. So make sure it's plugged in, make sure we have power to our controller. Once we verify that, then my next step would be to recommend manually checking each zone of your home. That way you know how many zones that you have, as well as what sprinkler heads go to each zone. So in order to do that, we want to scroll over to the manual tab here, in which you're going to see this. So you'll see a letter here, which is letter A. That's corresponding to the program setting we're looking at. You have 3 programs, A, B, and C, that you can set up, which you just cycle with this program button here. So you just go to B, C, but right now we're just going to do program A, and you can check the other ones if you would like later on. So we're looking at program A, zone 1, and then however long we want that to manually run for. So say it's 5 minutes, you scroll to that. Once you figure out how long you want to run for, you would just flip it to run, and then it's going to manually run for 5 minutes and then shut off. That way you can run around, check exactly how many zones you have, which sprinklers go to that, and then once you figure that out for that zone, you would just rinse and repeat for every zone in your house. So you would flip back to manual, do the same thing for zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and then this house only has 4 zones, so every other zone would just be zeroed out. So I would recommend doing that, making sure you know exactly how many zones you have and what sprinklers go to which. Once you figure that out, you will click to off, make sure that it goes solid so that it resets the controller. And then once that's done, now we can worry about scheduling the system. So first things first is making sure the date and timer set, which I've already set up. So you got 2025, scroll up to whatever year it is, whatever month and day we're in. So today's March 14th. Let's go through that, and then 11:13 a.m. So everything's set up for that. Next thing we'll do is scroll down to flip down to the watering day schedule. So this will show you that we're in program A, and then how many days per the week we want to water. So obviously you can run up to 7 days a week. That's completely up to you. Right now, just for this purposes, I have it set for 3 days. So the dew drop means that the water drop says that you're watering on that day. The dash means that you're not watering. So Monday, if you wanted to say turn that off, you would just push down, it would turn it off and go to the next day. Next day, same thing. But right now, like I said, we're just going to do 3 days a week. Once you figure out how many days you want to run your sprinkler system, then we go to your run times. So this will give you the option to set up timing for each zone that you have. So we're looking at, again, program A, zone 1, and then we want zone 1 to run for 5 minutes. Zone 2 for 5 minutes, 3 for 5, 4 for 5. But like I said, it's completely up to you how long you want each zone to run. Once you figure out how much you want each zone to run, then you are going to flip to your start time setting. And on here, that's going to give you the option to run the sprinkler system as a whole 1 time a day up to 4 times a day. Typically you're only going to do it once a day, but it's completely up to you. So what you would do, you're on program A again, time frame number 1, you see the little clock under the 1, so that's time frame 1, and then we have it set up for 6 a.m. So you can scroll up or down to whatever time you want. Once you get it set, you would flip over. This is time frame 2. Like I said, once per day is typical, so I just had that off, but you can turn it on to whatever. Same thing with time frame 3 and time frame 4. Once you get all of those set, that's pretty much it. All you're going to do is flip this to run, make sure that the time pops up, and then you are good to go.